Hey, it's UPB from OptionMillionaires.com, September 19, 2013. How's everyone doing this morning? Ben Bernanke came out. He knows Halloween's coming up. He did not want to spook the market and withdraw $10 billion worth of stimulus, keeping that $85 billion a month of asset purchases, mortgage-backed securities, and treasuries that have been goosing stock prices really since the Federal Reserve started quantitative easing. And when they first started it, Ben Bernanke said it, they want to push people into risky assets. This, in turn, will help invigorate the economy. Well, I'll tell you what, it's invigorated something. The stock market, which is at all-time highs. Even as I speak now early in the morning here on Thursday, stock futures are higher. Stocks are higher globally. We have bonds are stronger. We have gold up significantly yesterday. The markets loved it. They cheered it. It's funny. It's the most hated rally. Stocks rallied. They're like, but this doesn't make any sense. CNBC said they were going to taper, and Kramer on CNBC said that good news is bad news now, and bad news is bad news. Stock should be falling. My portfolio is in shambles. And here we are, all-time highs. Go figure. Every single dip. I've been saying this at OptionMillionaires.com. You can check it out. I did a post actually yesterday morning talking about how everyone thinks the market's going to crash. There was a couple articles just the last couple weeks of 10 reasons why the market's going to crash. Oh, sell everything. The reason that we're headed for a major crash and a depression, somebody else. All the fear-mongering has done what? I mean, the same articles were being written here and here and here. And we had Cyprus, and we had Syria, we had the sequester. We had so many headwinds along the way that have been just great buying opportunities. The debt ceiling, oh no. The debt ceiling has been raised every year forever. But now it's a big tug of war. Obamacare. Anyway, the point is, look at this long-term chart. I brought this up in my article yesterday at OptionMillionaires.com talking about the market crash. Oh no. Go back for as far as you can on your charts and then pull up this, for instance, just the 30-year chart, and then pull up the drawing. There we go. And you can see we have a nice spike out of 1993 to 95. Now we've been consolidating. So yeah, this is the internet bubble, and we crashed. But look where we ended up, right at support. Same with the financial crisis. Right at support. It's a channel. Consolidation. And we've broken to the upside. It's very bullish. Don't quote me on this, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see S&P 500 185 or 190 by the end of the year, and possibly 200 by early next year. 200! It's funny, you go to, I don't listen to CNBC much. Maybe it was a video I saw on the site, but there was a gentleman there talking about Dow 40,000. And it kind of makes sense. And I think all of the stimulus that's been going on, I mean, look at the balance sheet for the Federal Reserve, really hasn't made its way out into the stocks yet. Call me crazy. A lot of this rally is shorts. Speaking of shorts, I did a piece at OptionMillionaires.com talking about how I think at the end of 2013, like right now, think about it, we're at all-time highs. Where are you going to put your money? And where people have been putting their money over the last couple of years that have worked out handsomely has been stocks that are heavily shorted. How about Netflix? Netflix has been going through the roof. 50-something dollars. We're at OptionMillionaires.com talking about the upside potential. Look at this at $306. Huge move. How about soda? Up 100%. But guess what? Guess what the shorts have done since they've lost 100% of their capital? They've added on over 50% of the outstanding shares that are tradable, the float, have been borrowed and sold already. Okay, so not only that, this is a company that's growing, significant revenue and profit growth, have beat earnings pretty much every quarter for the last, 10, 15 quarters. This stock is heading over $80, $90. So, and it's going to be helped by the shorts, who hopefully at some point will start to cover, because nobody likes seeing somebody lose money. Some stocks I do like continually for a rally into year's end. I like UNXL. UNXL has no revenue, none. The shorts think it's a scam. The shorts were right up here on the pullback. Whether this was something that they orchestrated, there was really no news to justify this pullback. Needless to say, it's coming back. Okay, this support line is acting as a great springboard here for the stock. and I think ultimately it's going to break over 2250 in a rather quick fashion. The shorts here, okay? The shorts were right here. It fell, it declined, but guess what? Record short interest right here, just reported. So the shorts not only did they make a little money here, they're getting piggish. You know what happens to pigs in this market, right? They end up being the bacon I eat with my over easy eggs. Or egg whites most of the time, because I look out for my cholesterol. So there you go, folks. I think UNXL is going to make a great trade for upside in the short term. Once the company starts reporting revenue, I expect the stock to burst higher and then ultimately hit new all-time highs by the middle of next year. This, some people, for instance, on Seeking Alpha, there was an article. The gentleman puts the stock as a triple-digit potential stock by the middle of next year. $100. Okay, we're at $16.89. All the analysts have, if you take the average analyst estimate for the company, price target-wise, over $40. So here we are. The shorts obviously are salivating here. They're like, oh my goodness, just like with Tesla. Tesla was at $27.50. Shorts had never been more rambunctious. They never piled into that stock more than when the stock was at $27.50. Now it's at $170. So how'd that work out for them? Another one, Angie's List. Nobody. Go to Seeking Alpha. Just pull up the article for on Seeking Alpha. Nobody likes this stock. Nobody. Everyone thinks it's going to fall back down to $9. It's almost doubled. There's 50% of the float is short as well. This could be the next Zillow. Look at Zillow. Zillow has seen a dramatic move since the lows here, $25. I don't think Angie's List is going to put a 400% gain in over the next 6 months, but I think I think a move back up to the recent all-time high at $28, certainly not out of the question. And then from there, anything is possible. That's the great thing about this market, especially with all the central banks around the world globally. It's a global printing orgy. The Japanese just said it last night. That 2% inflation rate they're talking about, they want to get there quickly, so they're going to be printing money. I don't know. This rally could continue to defy the bears for a long time. That's all right. All right, so it's UPB here from OptionMillionaires.com. So I'm playing for upside still, trading for upside. I like stocks here into year's end. The only headwind we have now is the debt ceiling. My goodness. I talked about this at Option Millionaires too over the last couple months. Every kind of news event has been a great buying opportunity. We had Sirius, Cyprus, like I was just saying. So to me, when the market does indeed finally start to fall, it's going to be an event that has no news tied to it. Suddenly, the market's going to collapse, and everyone on TV is going to be like, CNBC, wow, Maria, what's going on here? Why is the market... Well, I've got no idea, Stan. The market's falling for absolutely no reason. At that point, I'll be worried. Every time we have a named sell-off, I did this article a couple weeks ago, every named sell-off is... I mean, gosh, we're at all-time high, so everything, every dip has been a buying opportunity. And until that changes, the trend is up. The trend is your friend. All right, UPB here from OptionMillionaires.com. So to me, going forward, I'm going to be trading the most heavily shorted stocks because I think those are going to continue to see the most gains, outsizing the overall market gains. All right, UPB here from OptionMillionaires.com. Have a great Thursday. Thank you, Ben Bernanke and the Federal Reserve. I'll be yelling. Goodbye.